Hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, Jen, and welcome to everybody else out there in the world listening to the English commentary on JPML Select. I have not chosen to watch the stream, which would be helpful. Oh, no, I did get through a whole 10 seconds without clearing my voice. I am a little ill, so hopefully I won't be clearing my voice into the microphone too often. One of your hosts today is Garthe Nelson of JPML. And also with us, we have Jenn, the lovely
Hello.
Jenn.
Let's even our pictures up there on the screen somehow.
Somehow. Randomly, a friend of mine sent some goofy AI images with this picture on top of it. Like somehow he found our excuse me. Somehow he found our commentary here and put that on a picture on some random hunk, and then put weird commentary in my shirt.
Interesting. I wonder if people
The
can
things
hear
people
us.
do.
We're all live and stuff, but there's no
Here we
comments.
are
There's no
live.
viewers.
Uh-oh. Well, we were a little bit late. Maybe people didn't know that we were going to be doing it.
The stream was started, but yeah, it's all
Oh,
good. It's
all good.
Yep. There'll be
Okay,
people
and
watching at some point.
at someday in the future, some minute in the future, perhaps. On the schedule today, we have games from when exactly?
In March, there were WRC Pro Qualifiers. There's an online qualifier, and people could win their way to a live qualifier, basically. Did you play in that?
I certainly meant to. Excuse me.
I played all of the days, but yeah, I didn't make it to the... So basically, I think 24 people advanced. I think it was like 8 people per day over 3 days. And then they split up into 6 different tables, and they each played one game, and the first place person at each table advanced to won a seat in WRC.
Oh, there. All right. So yes. Now I am also watching us on.
Oh, good. So we'll have at least one viewer.
Yes. Maybe I could chat with us too.
Yeah, so they won a seat to WRC, so we're going to go ahead and watch. I mean, it's already happened, but we're going to go ahead and watch the games and watch the people who made it.
Oh wait, I'm totally confusing this with internet to Senchuken. Two totally different things. Sorry.
Yeah, very different things.
Yes, that was also something that happened this last couple weekends.
That happened this last couple weekend. This happened back in March.
In March, okay.
The one that we're going to watch today happened back in March.
This is for WRC. A person won a seat to WRC for this. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to watch. There were 7 tables total. So 6 tables were people who qualified in the online qualifier. And you had to be in a professional organization in Japan or WRC Pro to play in that qualifier.
Naruhodo.
And then there's 6 tables, and the top person from each table gets a seat. And then there was also like a special Chinese pro Chinese pro living in Japan qualifier. So I think we have 5 Chinese pros in JPML. And
really?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that.
4 of them played on a table to try and win entry to WRC.
Very nice.
And so they just got invited to this, and then one person advanced.
Very good. So they're actually
SBT-san. Hello, welcome. There's what?
There were actually six people actually qualified out of all of these tables.
Out of all these tables, out of all the ones who won from the internet qualifier, 6 people advanced to WRC. So basically, there were only 6 spots. for 6 spots
Okay.
open for professionals in Japan.
Uh,
Each league had a certain quota, and they could each like choose people from like A1 league or whatever, or M league, or so a lot of Japanese pros qualified based on like what leagues they're in or what
uh,
tournaments they've won. But for all the rest of us Joes, there was only 6
uh,
spots available total.
okay.
So, yeah, so I tried every single day and I didn't make the top 8. I got 11th in one of them.
That's
And
pretty good.
so I didn't quite make the tables. But, yep, so we will be watching Table A and we'll be watching the Chinese qualifier today.
All right.
All right.
These were all Chinese players?
Not Table A.
Okay.
Table A is the people who won in the internet qualifier and advanced.
Okay.
And then the second table we're going to watch is the Chinese qualifier.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Got it.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the first game.
Is that Tezuka?
That is.
She is having. It seems like I just see her in final situations a lot these days.
Well, she made it to the semifinals in Judansen last year. And I think.
Which is a pretty amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. So
Because I mean, she would have started also from probably what 3 or 4 dan.
Probably 4. I think she's 4 with me.
Amazing. Way more amazing than anybody that got there from say Q-dan. Pshaw.
So you have Sugawara, I believe, is an RMU player, and then the other 3 are JPML players. And this was aired on the JPML channel. Yeah, in March.
I just played with Fukumitsu last night in WRC R.
Nice. I had to drop out of that because R, yeah, on Monday. That's right.
I think I totally crushed his dreams of winning.
Did you keep yours alive at least?
I did right until I threw Oyamon to what's her name? Okada. Right after I had also said that I was not going to do that this week since I did that last week. Like a complete idiot. I got 66 points on each of the first 2 games, and I was in the running, but blam, not longer in the running. Looks like we have a flush happening, possibly, with Tezuka's hand. Is that Tezuka? Who's looking kind of flushy?
Her discard certainly does look flushy. I was putting up the. Yep, she is. It looks like still 3 away, but heading for that flush. And Sawaya has a lot of pairs in there. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. There was a sort of shot at Sanshoku, a 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. That's mixed sequence, but he gives that up pretty quickly. And Tezuka pairs up the green dragon, which is going to make this flush a lot easier. But there are also a lot of pairs in there, so it looked like she could either pawn the green dragon, which she can't because we can see it's multi-multi in Sawaya's hand. But she's probably thinking she can either pawn the green dragon for the flush, or maybe it might even end up being an all pairs plus flush hand. Only 3 pairs right now, but yeah, when you can't triple up anything, then those pairs do start to build up sometimes.
Right. Fukumitsu looks like he's just trying to sneak off with a cheapo. Oh, and the Hatsu does come out. She does pawn. She is now 1 away from ready.
It's interesting you decided to do that after discarding the 6th character.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting move to me too.
Because I think That would be something I would consider doing if I had the 6th character, and I was like, okay, I want to try for a Sanchoku and at least get Tanyao Pinfu, so I don't need this green dragon. But doing that after discarding the 6th character is an interesting move.
We have the Sanjoku Reach, waiting for the 3 of bamboo, 3 of cracks, I think it was.
I hope that wasn't too loud. Sorry, guys. I think I shared my computer
3
sounds
of
with you.
dots. Oh. I wonder if Sawaya threw Hatsu in that situation because he was more maybe just giving up at that point and thought maybe it was, since he had the pair in his hand, it was a likely safe tile to throw.
Possibly. That is a little bit early, though.
Yeah, it was like you say, it was an interesting move, especially after having thrown the 6 in that situation. Looks like Tezuka is now giving up, and Sugawara will either be drawing his winner probably, or the hand will end in a draw. Since it looks like everybody else is probably just throwing in the towel.
Yeah, it's
Although,
just
if Gumitsu,
one game, so dealing into something big like a dealer reach, it could be, fatal. So everyone is being a little bit cautious here in East 1.
and that's probably why, even if it's not the greatest weight, Sugawara is more aggressive with his reach. Everybody's still just giving up. Another pair for Sawaya, but he still is quite a ways from ready, so he will probably be giving up.
Tezuka actually has maybe a way to backdoor back into a Tenpai. If she fills in the middle 5 character, 5 crack
Excuse me.
weight, then... Because she paired up the 9. But not anymore. It's just that
Not
one dot that
anymore.
she couldn't get rid of, the one dot.
Haku was also kind of in the way.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if like one of the other ones came out, then she might be able to push it. But when you have 2 dangerous tiles, it's a lot harder to push than if you just have 1 dangerous tile.
Indeed. Boy, there's not a lot of 3s on the board either. There's one in this hand, and then there's one out there. So there were still 2 in the wall. There's another one. So there's 1 left, I believe. 1 left for Sugawara to draw. Oh, once again, trying to sneak to Tenpai. No, not going to get there.
Not enough draws left now. Maybe if it were 4 draws ago or so, might have been a shot. But...
Yes. One last draw. And Sugawara will... Oh, sorry. He did not get that last draw.
Sugawara,
But he does get to
only
continue.
Tenpai player at the table.
Everybody gave up. Sugawara will continue as dealer. There will be a reach stick and 1 300-point continuance for somebody to go after.
It's interesting because none of the players are wearing glasses in their profile pictures. And at the table,
Yeah.
3 of them are wearing glasses.
Interesting. How long until I join that club?
Oh, I'm there. I've been there, but it's getting worse.
Yeah,
Now,
I have had that Great starting hand for Sugawara here. He looks like he's 1 or 2 away from ready. And another good hand also for Sawaya.
Sawaya looks like he's hedging both a flush and maybe the 1-2-3 mixed sequence hand.
Bunch of pairs for Tezuka. Everybody is starting off with workable hands.
Sugawara is just 1 away, though. Really fast hand.
And 1 Dora.
It's just Fukumitsu's hand is a little bit. Is that not a? Oh, yeah.
1 more pair for Tezuka. She is 1 away from ready with the 3. Oops. Once again, I have forgotten that the Dora is not actually 1 up from that thing. That is the actual Dora up there. So yes, there is not an actual Dora yet in Sugawara's hand. Tezuka remains 1 away from ready. He now has a gut shot and the open-ended wait for the Dora to get to Tenpai. Fukumitsu's hand has slowed down. Tezuka continues not to pair up. Still no Tenpai for Sugawara. A series of not useful draws for all of the players here.
Oh, there's...
And Tenpai.
Tenpai is...
Tezuka chooses Chi-Wan. She does not reach. She goes for Tan Yao and gets the instant win without the instant win. She does get the reach stick. So she ends Sugawara's turn as dealer. Snags a few points. And we will move on to Sawaya's turn as dealer.
Also, you notice there's a countdown for the WRC up in the corner. Do not rely on that because this was in March. This was a March broadcast that we're watching, so actually it is like 40-something days.
We are knocking on the door.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe 41 today.
Wow.
Everything starts on July 1st. And you're going to want to follow both this channel. You'll have the games live broadcast on this channel, but you also want to follow the WRC channel. Excuse me. The WRC channel, because that's where we're going to have like all of the stories and the daily updates and things like that. So make sure you're following both channels for the WRC.
Oh, I could make this bigger and then a much easier time seeing. Except I can't make it bigger. Why can't I make it bigger? I can't full screen just the game?
You can full screen the voice channel. You can do a pop out.
As usual with technology, I am...
Y'all wouldn't understand that Garthe actually like majored in computer science.
See, that's computer science. There's nothing scientific about Discord.
So if you look down in the right, there's a full screen button and there's a pop out button. I recommend the pop out button.
Exit full screen.
In the bottom right of the...
Pop out. Oh, pop out. There we go.
That's what I recommend, but we'll see if you like it or not.
Doesn't seem any different. Seems like it did exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, getting back to commentary.
Tezuka's 1 away. Sugawara just drew a 9 and is thinking about now the 7-8-9 mixed sequence.
That completes a run for Fukumitsu. Chooses not to go for triples anymore. Still thinking about the Sanchoku. Sugawara. Oh, okay. Oh, well, yes. All right, excuse me for clearing my voice again there. Sawaya is looking to finish his hand quickly just so he can continue as dealer. We got an extension of the Pinzu there. Oh, and another triple for Tezuka gives her Tempai. I missed what she was waiting for. A safe tile for Sugawara. This is a safe tile for Fukumitsu. She is waiting for 1 and 3 of cracks. The Manzu. 1, of course, is Dora. If she can draw that, that is a big winner. We have one of the 3s over here in Sawaya's hand, not likely to be coming out. Oh, there's another, and there's 2 of the 3s there, and 2 of the 1s. So she's drawing very thin. There is one left in the deck, and 1, 3. The 9s of cracks come out session. She is holding, she does have kind of a wall with the 5 of cracks there. So she may be thinking that the 3s are hard to use, but since they're paired up in, I believe it was Fukumitsu's hand, they are not likely to come out. Another pair for Fukumitsu. He will have an interesting decision to make if he does get to Tempai with 7 pairs. Continuing to skirt Tempai is Sawaya. And here we have a decision for Fukumitsu. Very few tiles are obviously safe. And that'll make Sawaya Tempai. Still 1, 3, and still 1, 1 of cracks left in the deck for Tezuka to draw. And once again, we have a possibly dangerous. Oh, it's not dangerous, certainly not dangerous for Tezuka. It is Tezuka's, excuse me. It isn't Tezuka's discards, but perhaps he's worried that he'd be throwing to Sawaya. All right. Sawaya's hand does look like it's probably cheap. And she draws the winner. A big winner. Draws Dorda to be at least Mangan. Not, oh, she was close to getting... she was close to getting the, excuse me, Urda Dorda with Sanman, but not quite. Still, Mangan is a huge win. Sudden death, 1 game advancement scenario.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. There are a few different formats that are using that these days. On the WRC channel, we've been broadcasting the Yukon Fuji Cup, and the individual playoffs are like that as well. I think the semifinals, it's the top, just the top player from each table advances to the finals.
Yeah, that is, yeah, you really just have to be going for it all the time.
Well, I'm not sure because, like, Tezuka folded that flush really quickly in East 1. So I don't think you're going for all the time. I think you're choosing spots.
Oh, well, perhaps that is why I am not in this final.
Now she's going straight for an outside hand.
Sawaya here has 2 Dora, and it is his seat. He will be looking to pull that first chance he gets. I believe Sugawara also had 1, and looks like kind of a fleshy hand, so he'll be saving that until the very end when he gets the Tempai, and it might be coming out then. Tezuka doesn't have a lot to work with here, so it's probably not going to be coming out from her hand. Excuse me. All the Dordas, all the Pays, all the Norths are out in people's hands. There are none to be drawn. Fukumitsu is a dealer, so he is looking to just get to Tenpai as quickly as he can. Another pair for Tezuka, but she chooses not to accept it. Another Monzu. Excuse me. Another pair for Sawaya. Now he has to decide, does he want to go for pairs or does he want to keep going for Mensu?
Okay, thanks, SBT. It's nice having you here.
But pardon what, huh?
It's SBT-san was watching us in the chat and said hello, so I was responding.
Fantastic. How come I can't really see? Oh, SBT. Oh, yes, I see now. Excuse me. Another Manzu for Sugawara. When does he chooses to drop Dora here, and we get the pawn, not surprisingly, from Sawaya. He is one away from ready with Mangan in the queue. That will probably slow other players down a bit. We've got, so Fukumitsu is one away from ready here, but not the greatest shapes. As I like to say, Warui Shanten.
And Tezuka actually moves away from the outside hand that she was going for. It actually kind of almost looks like Kokshi, except for no north tile. That's Tenpai for Sugawara.
Does make him Tenpai. Oh, what? Oh, no, I thought it was the 5. So still not Tenpai for Fukumitsu. Was he waiting for the 4-7 of dots?
Oh, she didn't move away from it. I totally misread that. It was one away, I guess. Now it's Tenpai waiting for the 6-9 dot.
Okay, there we go.
Open it. But it's Tanyao hand, an inside hand, so he can only win on the 6.
But he's we're talking about Sawai here, right?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at Sugawara. Yeah, you're right. Welcome to the JPML English channel.
Yes.
So Sawaya is ready, waiting for the 6 and the 9.
He has 3 Dora because he is Peicha. He is the north seat, and he was able to pon the Dora when it came out from Sugawara's hand. As he got closer to Tenpai with his half flush.
Okay, now Tezuka moves away from the outside hand. That's I was talking about. And Sugawara is still going for a flush. Oh, wrong Suji. Right Suji, wrong side.
Yeah.
This is Tenpai
for Fukumitsu.
There's a middle 5 dot. Wait, really what you want to read, Sean, against this North Dora-san? You are the dealer.
Right, it's his dealer. There's not a lot of opportunities to make points.
I mean, he's sort of, yeah, he can sort of wait.
He's got to think that, Sawaya is ready now. He's called for three things. The probability that Sawaya is not ready at the moment is extremely. The last thing that come out of his hand was Pinzu, so he could reasonably assume that it's likely that Sawaya is waiting for Pinzu, but his weight is just so not good.
But
he does it. He is going to go for it, and as it turns out, I believe 2 of the 5s, Sawaya's Atama is 5s, so Fukumitsu is drawing very thin.
Oh, that's Tenpai for Sugawara.
Oh my gosh. And a good weight too, right?
2,
excuse me.
3, 4 and...
Oh no, it's a kind of crappy weight, isn't it?
I think it's
the
4 in the green dragon or the
1,
white.
4, and a green and a white dragon, I think.
No, 1. It's a 3, 4, 4, 4 shape. I don't think there's a 1 way.
Yeah. I think it was 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so
8.
there's no 1
Yeah.
way. It's just.
Oh, but he can change it here. What does he do? Does he go for the 2, 5?
Switch to the 4, 7 and white dragon.
He goes for the 4, 7 and white dragon. And not reach.
I mean, you can assume that probably Fukumitsu doesn't need the white dragon.
Right. Oh, no. Oh.
Also, Sawaya, it's hard to tell with Sawaya if he could use the white dragon or not, but if he can't, then he'll have to discard it. So you have 2 players that will have to discard the white dragon, and none are out.
So there is still one on the wall to be drawn. So I had just misses. Oh no, sorry, that's it. Excuse me. That was it. So, Fukumitsu's weight is in the Pinzu. Ouch.
Oh, hey Max, what's up?
Hey Max, lurking.
We'll see who is going to be representing the professional Mahjong crowd from Japan. These are all the regular Joes that didn't earn their seat from the league that they belong to.
Suwara chooses to wait for the 9, thinking that the edge is going to be easier to come out. Little does he know that it's a triple. Oh! Decision. Throws a safe 7 dots. Interesting.
Yeah, maintains the tempai.
He knew. But... It's interesting that he would not have thrown the 8 because it really decreases his winning possibilities.
What?
Really just wants to go for the safe tile. Oh, and the weight changed for Segura, so he gets away with it. And there is a discussion about something. What is going on here?
And maybe he said roll.
Did he forget what he was waiting for? He threw the 5 of cracks to no longer be waiting for the 4-7 cracks.
So waiting for a ruling there. Of course, in these rules, if you say if it's the pro WRC rules and you say roll, then even if you don't open the hand, then it counts as a chombo if it's a pro only match. This is a pro only match. However, if it's an open match where amateurs are also allowed to play, then it's only agari hoki. It's not just a dead hand.
Wow. That is a huge disappointment for Sawaya.
Well, that's going to be chombo. You see him putting the reach stick back. That means they're going to replay the hand. So I imagine since it's a pro match, and I think also maybe in the WRC main event as well, that would count as a chombo, even if you don't show the hand. In our events like Masters and OE, where there are amateur qualifiers as well, it's just a gari hoki. It's a dead hand, but when there are no amateurs involved in the tournament, then it's always going to be a chombo.
So that does not seem to get added into the scores on the screen.
I guess it'll be added later for WRC rules. Usually it's minus 30.
So that really, okay, we can see that there is a minus 30 there where it says start.
Yeah.
He is starting with minus 30. That represents the penalty that he is paying.
So in most of these games, since it's just a one game shot, you're not going to see the yellow scores, but I guess they have to have a way to show the penalty. So
He has started with kind of an amazing hand. He might get the Chombozuki, as they say. Could he get a bunch of triples? But this actually completes a run, so he will take the run. Using one Dorna, he is one away from ready, and has a lot of ground to make up with a minus 30 penalty. Tezuka's hand is moving along nicely. He decides not to con. I think he has all four of the nines. Excuse me, of bamboos, right? And he is waiting to get to Tempai before he cons. Or perhaps he's hoping to get a better weight in the bamboos before he cons. Tezuka remains one away from ready. He will not pawn that.
yeah, I think that we'll see if he can reset his sort of mind to play. I mean, starting with minus 30, it's a disadvantage, but you're not really out of it. The problem here is Tezuka's in first place and he's in third place, but if you can get Tezuka to be in last place, then you still definitely have a shot. First place versus last place is a 30-point difference, so definitely is no need to give up yet. Probably at least 3 hands before he has to give up.
Yes, that's Tempai for Tezuka. Gut shot, and she's waiting. Tezuka's waiting for the 3 and 6 of bamboos. This improves. This could possibly improve. He con here to see what he gets to pair up. Oh, he does not.
I think, yeah, in a normal situation, I think that's the spot where you would con, where you're not sure which to take. So you kind of con to help you make the decision. But he might be feeling a little bit cautious right now. And it could have read maybe that Tezuka was either ready or very close to ready and didn't want to incentivize her to reach.
Good read there. Tezuka does get another cheap win to advance the dealer. Makes it her turn as dealer. She holds on to the lead, extending her lead a little bit. But yes, most importantly, she ends Fukumitsu's turn as dealer.
If you're new here, please make sure you follow and like the channel. Lots of English content coming in the next few months.
Lots and lots. All right, Tezuka's turn as dealer. Dorna is the one of bamboos. Birdie. As the guy would say in Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Birdie.
Is that Monty Python?
Kung Pao Enter the Fist is Bob Odenkirk movie where they somehow edited him into one of the kung fu movies, like kung fu movies.
I don't even know that person's name, so.
And then he's some comedian guy, and then they had like basically like the Mystery Science Theater guys doing the voiceover for all of the Chinese actors.
Okay, that sounds like something I would like. I do like Mystery Science 3000.
I don't know if it's actually those voice actors, but they're obviously very talented voice actors. More talented than I. All right, Tezuka's turn as dealer. She's not in any sort of desperation to get a whole bunch of points. So she's not going to be taking a huge risk, I imagine. Fukumitsu's hand is progressing, though there's not a lot of value. Another pair for Tezuka. That completes a run in Sugawara's hand. So his hand is not really progressing either, not a lot of value. Adding a gut shot here in Fukumitsu's hand. Excuse me again.
Fukumitsu's really holding on to that 3 character, looking for maybe it's an upgrade to some sort of open-ended weight, but it's just kind of sticking there on the side of that 1, 2, 3 shape. See it right here. I kind of like the 5 better. I guess maybe hoping for an Ipeiko, trying to get some value to catch up with Tezuka.
He is 1 away from ready, but yeah, like you say, not a lot of value. This could change his pair, but no, he's not going to move towards Tano. This completes a run for Sawaya. Thought maybe he might be thinking about heading towards an outside hand, but he throws the white dragon there. That improves a weight in Tezuka's hand. This gives, so we have the idea of Sanshoku there. 7, 8, 9 could be a thing, depending on what tiles he gets for Tempai. Of course, then it's going to be difficult for him to use Dora. Again, sorry. Completing another run for Sugawara. Oh, this completes another run for
Yeah, this is a
Sawaya.
nice fill-in for Sawaya. Possibly could go for the 789 Sanshoku.
If he does get the 9, because he has the Atama already, if he does get the 9 of dots, he could, in fact, also get, whatchamacallit, Junchan.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling Junchan for that hand. So many
Well,
changes have to be made.
But if he gets the 9 for Sanshoku, then that's the change, right?
Well, yeah, well, before that I was looking like maybe it would be using this 6, but
he could also, oh, so he's definitely not going for Sanshoku. And reach for Fukumitsu. Was that a Pinfu? I missed it, but or was that a Shabo weight?
it takes Pinfu to me. We'll see it again when it comes around. Sometimes we have to look twice. We only have 1 screen here.
Right.
The
Sugawara does not
pros in the booth, they get 5 screens. We only get 1. That was a Shabo. You were right.
It was the Shabo.
With the 8s. That's why I was confused because I wouldn't imagine that would end up being a Shabo, I guess. 1,000, 2,000. So that puts him almost in Mangan-Tsuma range of Tezuka, but he still has 4 hands to come back. This is the make it or break it for Sugawara entering the south round. So Sugawara's second turn at dealership, he has to make up the 30 points for that Chombo. So basically he wants to be dealer forever.
How long can he prolong his turn as dealer? He starts off with a lot of dots, but also has a Tatsu in the Sozu for the moment. Oh, and there's some pairs. So he has something to work with. We got a couple Hatsu over in Sawaya's. Fukumitsu immediately puts together a run, fills in a run, and he is 2 away from ready with some nice potential. He starts moving towards a possible Tanyao. Another pair for Tezuka. Not useful for Sugawara since he just threw the 3. an unuseful Hatsu, an unuseful Haku.
This is most of Mahjong, by the way.
So, just like in, you should be folding 80% of your hands. Mahjong, 80% of your draws. Blah.
Wait, are even
Draw and
20%
discard.
useful? Do you get
Well,
20% useful draws? My settings must be low.
Yesterday I was pretty on fire. And in fact, also at North Kanto, I got to ruin everybody's day.
I had a great normal league session, and then I went to women's league being like, oh, maybe I actually remember how to play this game, and was proven wrong. Did not remember how to play this game.
Isn't that disappointing? I also totally forgot halfway through WRC last night. I forgot that you can fold. Ooh, that improves the weight for Fukumitsu. Ready with a relatively E Shanten.
Guys, fold button was...
Warukunai Shanten. Sorry. Had to make my joke. My Oyaji Gyagu again.
It's better than my joke. Mine's just that Garth's fold button is grayed out at WRCR.
Oh, a triple for Fukumitsu. No, a triple for Sugawara.
Yeah, actually, Sugawara needs it the most. It's just that he doesn't want a slow hand for his dealership, but he does need the points. A Sananko or even maybe pushing for a 4 concealed triples might be exactly what he needs to get back in the game.
That improves Fukumitsu's hand. He has 2 open-ended weights now to get to Tenpai. Tezuka looks like she's probably just going to be giving up. Sugawara's hand is just not... Oh, right, so he's going to go for pairs. Excuse me. We got a third green dragon here for Sawaya. Does he hold on to his Penchan off to the side there? I guess he's worried about the east tile being pwned by... excuse me, by Sugawara. Still not quite Tenpai for Fukumitsu.
Yeah, so this ends up giving Tezuka like an extra block and she'll throw it back. Of course, she has Tudora in her hand.
Another pair for Sugawara. I, of course, was forgetting that, yes, East is the Dora at the moment. That's one reason that he doesn't want to give it up. Oh, no, the gut shot 7 of dots comes instead of the open-ended weight. That improves the weight for Tezuka.
Unfortunate backfire.
Still one away for Sugawara, who's looking for a 6th pair. Here's one of the tunes he would like to have drawn. Excuse me, again and again and again. That's Tenpai. Tune just came out. It could be a good thing to wait on. Throwing the one of... Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Horseshoe. Welcome to the chat. We're happy to have you here. We're going to make a remix of the Let Me Clear My Throat song with Garth as the star.
One of bamboos. He's waiting quietly. He chooses not to go for major points. Suddenly, Sawaya is worried about throwing into a hand. Another one of the tunes comes over, so Tezuka holds on to that as a safe tile.
Just nothing but frustrating draws for Sawaya.
Yeah, I think he's given up. I'm having thrown the 2 of cracks there. I think that's his first sign that he's giving up.
Yeah, You see that and you're like, I guess
There's
maybe
tempi.
keeping the 3 dot might have been a good idea. I know, personally, I would have preferred to keep the 3 dot over the 1-2 character because I hate that filling in the 3 and then also trying to get another 3-6.
Right.
And so his hand, yeah. And he had the
Know
3,
what you mean,
3,
yeah.
4, 5 dot. And I know there's like theory, like, okay, if you have the Aryamin, the fake open-ended, then you would discard that one, but I, I don't think so. But Sugawara will
Yes.
make a run for it.
He steals some points from Fukumitsu, gets his reach stick, and continues his dealer. It's interesting that he chose not to reach there.
What is going on here? Did he say 3,200? And
Oh, well, it should have
no,
been.
it's been 24, right?
Were there two? No, two
He was,
continuances wouldn't make it 32 either. I did see 32. It did sound like 32 got
yeah,
was on the screen there for a second, huh?
that was weird. Let's...
Excuse me. All right, well, that puts him in second place, but there's still a lot of ground to make up.
Oh, he got 30. Oh, no, it's 34. It wasn't 32 from the extra reach stick. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not sure what was going on with the judge there, but or Sugawara must be like just a ball of nerves after everything that's been going on this game.
Yeah. Tezuka has some nice shapes, 2 open-ended weights. She moves towards top, perhaps. This completes a run for Sugawara. A lot of loners in Sawaya's hand. He has a long ways to go to get to ready.
Yeah, everybody feels like they have a long way to go to get to ready. Tezuka is close, but she has like an extra kind of block shape with the side weight with the nah.
The 8 and 9 of bamboos, I think it was.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Tezuka looks the fastest, but
that's a nice fill-in for Sawaya.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3-sided weight. Finally, we get it open-ended in Fukumitsu's hand.
This completes a run for Tezuka. She has the 2, 3, 4, 5 of bamboos. She would really like to get something. If she can't get the 7 to get to Tempai, I bet she probably throws the side weight in favor of looking for something to stick to the 2, 3, 4, 5 of bamboos.
I mean, I like to do that, and sometimes I feel like lately it's been too slow, but
It does, yeah. It really depends. Sometimes, excuse me. Sometimes you get the.
There it
Oh,
goes.
and she chooses two for. Excuse me. Two sequences of 4 tiles altogether that have great possibilities for stickiness.
Yeah, it's basically 4 different open-endeds there that she can choose from. So she just has to draw one of those 4 different open-ended weights.
This fills in a gut shot for Fukumitsu.
And there it is, a
And she gets
3-sided
it.
weight.
Oh, and a possible Sanchoku here.
Oh,
that she chooses.
I think that was
was that on purpose? The way she kind of hesitated there, it felt like she was. She realized right as she threw it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like happened. At least that's the way that I discard when I realize, wait, when I throw it. I think that she probably saw she was probably thinking that the 5 is going to be more dangerous than the 9 and just forgot to look at the Sanchoku.
I wonder if she's also thinking, look, I don't need the points. If later I need to exchange, like I draw a 5 and I need to, throw a safe tile.
I mean, yeah, that's how she's going to justify it now for sure. And she'll take the perfect Ishanten, the perfect one-away shape. That means anything that she draws for Tempai will make her open-ended in her final weight. And she's looking, if she can end the Sugawara's dealership really quickly, then that's one player that's basically out of contention with the penalty that he got earlier. And then it's just 2 more players to worry about until her final turn at dealer.
Fukuwara just, excuse me, Fukumitsu just cannot get to Tenpai. Tezuka cannot stop throwing 2s of bamboos. Nice fill-in for Sawaya. He is 1 away from ready. With a double gut shot and a triple weight.
And that's
And she
Tenpai
gets
with
the
her 3-sided
Tenpai.
weight. So,
She will
good thing.
attack.
Yeah, good thing she didn't worry about that cumbersome Sanchoku.
And Sugawara, what does he do with Dorta there? He's going to go for it. He chooses the widest possible Tenpai possibility.
Yeah, Sugawara really, this is his last chance. He really has to just push.
Kumitsu probably doesn't need to push. He still has his turn as dealer. No reason to decide to go for it here. Although he did just see one of the doors come out. So he might feel like he can push. Uh-oh, that be the end.
Just needs time out, 2,600 points.
The points, much less of a big deal there than the fact that Sugawara loses his turn as dealer and has to now start aiming for pretty much every single excuse me, again and again.
Yeah, one Yakuman would put him in the running.
So we move on to Sawaya's last turn as dealer.
So it looks like Sawaya took that picture a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Or right after a trip to his stylist.
He looks... I mean, I guess last time I saw him in person, he looked like his picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like he's much more grown up now.
Maybe he had a big night out just before this. Once again, the Dorta is Pei, the north. We have a lot of outside possibilities here for Sawaya. What does he do with it? One completed triple of ones, another pair, and some outside possible runs. Of course, Sawaya does not pull in the 1 of dots there. Be a little bit early on that. And here comes another one. There'll be no pawn of 1 of dots. Ooh, that completes, or that adds another possible outside action here. We've got possible Junchan Sanshiki. Woo! My favorites. This improves a weight in Fukumitsu's hand, but still just not value. Oh, except for the fact that he does have 2 doors. So that's going to be a bit of a motivating factor,
Yeah,
even without other great possibilities. Oh, look at that, continuing to push for the Sanchoku Junchan theme here.
Yeah, and he can still use it too. The only thing is it's kind of a difficult Yaku in hand to make when you're dealer.
Yeah,
you don't always want to aim for something that's always ends up with poor weights.
Right. It is a great expensive hand if you can keep it closed, but if you just can't keep it, if you end up having to steal tiles, it's all right. It's going to be at most 3 fun, right? Excuse me. Again. Ooh, that completes the Dora triple for Tezuka.
Tezuka needs value the least, but she would love to put a buffer in between her and those other players. Something exciting happen? Did I miss?
Sorry, yeah. Sawaya paired up another 9, so he now has the option that he could get not Sanchoku if he draws a 2 of dots. Sawaya just does not have a lot to work with here. Whatever dream he's thinking of getting to. Another Haku completes the triple of the White Dragons for Fukumitsu. Not a lot of value yet. He does have one triple there and a bunch of pairs, so this could turn. Oh, but he's going to go back for. He's going to go for pairs.
Yeah, he is not
Little
like
does he know.
us.
Yeah, I know. How was that even a decision?
You know that was it last week we coined the term Jenn Shanten? Jenn Shanten is when you count how many you are away from Yakuman only, and you don't count any other Shantens.
There are no other Shantens.
Because generally we are just counting how many you are away from Suanko. And generally you're pretty close. You're within 3 or 4 away from Suanko pretty much all the time. So
it's interesting. Fukumitsu threw the 2 there, thinking. I think he's probably a little tempai at the pairs for Fukumitsu. Oh, and that's not quite tempai for Tezuka. She's still actually surprisingly several away from ready. Sugawara, I feel like Sugawara here has probably got to start just throwing in the towel. Oh, interesting. We could still get to a Junshan Sanchoku. He might end up throwing the one of. Oh, Tezuka keeps getting tempted.
Well, deal's in.
And evades a big hand. Has the benefit of ending Sawaya's turn as dealer. Moves her one closer to her turn as dealer. She would definitely have preferred not to give up 3,000 points there.
Yeah, and
putting wind
to the next dealer too is
right. Putting wind in the sails of the guy who's the next dealer. Yeah. Certainly, all of the believers in Nagare are saying, "Oh, look at totally thrown the game to him. He's unstoppable now."
I mean, it does put him within an uncomfortable range of her score for her. So she's going to look for a really quick win and possibly fold really quickly.
He immediately throws her wind, hoping to sort of limit her possibilities for quick hand. Sawaya here goes for a quick pawn. What is he looking for to create value here?
He's going to want to get probably within Mangan range of first place. So he's not going to aim for first place right now, I would assume.
Looks like he's probably going to end up going for a flush in the cracks. I think he's got, so Pei is he is the north seat, so that's one Yaku for him. He has Haku, so he could get to Mangan. He's probably going to pawn this. You got to figure he's probably going to end up going for Honitsu, the half flush. I would expect those ones of dots to come out some. I can't imagine him choosing Tempai. Even with the 2,000 points, that just does not put him within range of Tezuka.
Yeah, basically, well, Tezuka is going to be the last dealer, yeah, so he needs to be within 12,000 points of her.
Wow,
so he's aiming to get, I mean, even like 3,900 would not quite be enough, but if he draws that, it would be enough to put him in range, in Mangan Sumo range.
Yes.
So you might see him going for a 1,000, 2,000 point hand. The north, and there we go.
Here comes flush. The
north and the flush. A drawing the north and the flush would give him, put him up to 28,000 and put Tezuka down to 39,200, which is just barely within Mangan Sumo range.
You might also be thinking that by throwing the 9 early and then throwing the ones of dots, might be disguising the Honitsu-ness of his hand. But here come 2 ones of dots in a row. maybe he can convince some people that, well, but see if he was going for Toi Toi. I think everybody knows exactly. Kumitsu has some. Oh, this is Sugawara. Sugawara has a really nice hand here that is just not doing the trick. Oh, and see now that the 9 of bamboos and the 9 of cracks there. He's still 2 away from ready. That 9 would have been useful in that situation. We have Tempai here for Fukumitsu, but not a great weight. He could change to Sanchoku with the 7 of bamboos. Chooses not Tempai and throws into Sugawara.
Sugawara really. I mean, it is Mangan, but does that put him in Yakuman range of first place? It does. That puts him. So he's only minus 11.
He took that from Tezuka, which was a big deal, actually. Yeah.
So he's only going to win from Tezuka. That puts him in first place overall, and that means he's only 18 points. He only has 18.2 point, an 18.2 swing from Tezuka.
I missed the significance of who threw that to him.
So that means Haneman Sumo is not quite enough. I think he needs Haneman directly from Tezuka.
Or
maybe not. If he puts her into last place, he doesn't need that much.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
So
because of the placing bonus, so Haneman would be enough.
12,000 puts her into last place. So yeah, that would be enough. Might even be. Hold on.
Well, 12,000. Yes, directly 12,000 is definitely enough because
it's 24. But yeah, 24. I'm saying maybe he doesn't need that much. Is what I'm trying to say. So 8,000 would put her down into third place, which is an extra 10-point swing. But that's still.
So that's also enough.
Yeah, that's enough. That's more than enough. Third place, 2,400. 3,900 directly would be just barely not enough. I think 5,200 directly against Tezuka might be enough, actually.
5,200? Oh, because that would also put her
in
third
but that
place.
would put Fukumitsu a little bit higher, so it wouldn't work, but... Because that would give Fukumitsu an extra 10 points, and that would put him... It would put Fukumitsu in first place, so he can't win 5,200 from Tezuka. Wow, this is complicated. They didn't even take a break to calculate that out. I wonder if they have it on the... Sometimes for broadcast ones now, they put it on the screen so that the players won't make a mistake and win something they shouldn't. Like, to end the game for no reason. All the players here are going for first place, so every single one of them has conditions that they have to fulfill.
Fukumitsu just needs Sanchoku, or it just needs Zanku, 3,900.
He just needs to get ahead of Tezuka. He doesn't even need 3,900. He needs 3,200. He only needs 2,400, but that's kind of hard to make. So if he gets 3,200, he can win from anybody. He doesn't have to worry about getting ahead of Sugawara because Sugawara has that penalty. So he really only needs to get ahead of Tezuka.
How many? Oh, there was already one non-out. Okay. Well, that's... he would really have liked to have 2 nons in his hand for the possible gun there. He is 2 away from ready, but not a lot of value. Soaya's hand has 1 Dora in it, but still also not a lot of value unless he gets some Udadora action.
Sawaya also just needs 6,400 from anybody for first place.
Sawaya?
Yeah, this is a really close game.
It is surprisingly close here at the end. Sugawara's hand continues not to improve. There is, of course, no Agariyame, right?
I believe not.
So Tezuka can't win the hand. There's no sayonara win for Tezuka.
Yeah, if she wins the hand, she'll have to continue as dealer for at
That
least one
fills
more
in a
hand.
run. Fills in a run for Fukumitsu. He still doesn't have enough points, I feel like. Possible 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku for Sugawara.
Yeah, I think even a Mangan directly from Tezuka is not enough because that will put Fukumitsu into first place. Because that will automatically bring Fukumitsu back up to minus 0.2, while it will only put Sugawara up to minus 3. It would be interesting to have 4 players negative to get the winner, though.
That would be a rare feat. This improves his weight, but man, no points. Oh, it could be an outside hand. Okay. He's got to go for the Chanta. It has to be Chanta.
I mean, Sugawara can also hope that Tezuka will continue as dealer, so he'll want to make a Tenpai no matter what.
Oh, he gets to... Wow, all right, he's Tenpai.
You could go for the Sanshoku here, yeah.
He does choose to go for Sanshoku. Nice guess.
It's just that little bit of extra point, and he has, like we said, he has a little bit of time because he can also hope that Tezuka will continue as dealer. If Tezuka does not continue as dealer, she risks getting into second place with the no 10 payments.
Indeed. That might be another thing that Fukumitsu is to maybe just sneak into first place with the Tenpai.
So basically, every player really... It's just getting Tenpai in this hand is going to be huge if it ends in a board of draw. I mean,
that's interesting.
draw.
I had not even thought of that. So if he just gets the Tenpai and Tezuka is not Tenpai, he
wins.
Yeah. How crazy is that? Tezuka moves towards Tanyao. She's one away from ready. Stoy is still not quite getting to Tenpai. Possible Sanchoku, was it, for Tezuka? The 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, I was looking at the one for Sugawara, but...
And that is
Tenpai
Tenpai.
for Fukumitsu. 1,000 points, so he doesn't... He can't even win off Tezuka.
Yeah. Unless somebody were to reach, he could win off Tezuka. What does he do if he draws his winner? Oh, he's not Tenpai. Was that 2-4? Was he Tenpai?
I thought it was Tenpai.
I thought it was Tenpai too, but pair of green dragons, and this is still Tenpai for Sawaya.
One away. One away for Sawaya. Sell the microphone with the sneeze filter.
Yeah, so he has 2, 4. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Okay,
2, 3, 4. He's waiting for the 6 on the green dragon, so he can win on the green dragon, actually.
Tezuka gets the Tenpai.
And now that the reach stick is out,
he can
win on the green dragon from anybody. Fukumitsu can.
That's 2,000. That does give it to him. That's Tempai for... No, wasn't quite Tempai.
A chance to change his tempai, but he does not. The thing is, if he wins on anything but the green dragon, he'd have to win only
Oh my
on
gosh,
that from
massive
Tezuka,
win.
but she draws it herself.
Ipatsu.
Leads Ipatsu Tsumo Pinfu.
As they say in Aliens, game over, man.
Now she can just end the hand in an exhaustive draw. All the other players have really big conditions. This pretty much puts... so Sugawara and Sawaya are actually on equal footing here. They're both minus 25. So they're going to have the same conditions against Tezuka. The only thing is that since Sugawara is already in second place, the biggest swing that he can get, it would be like if he got Sambaimon from Tezuka. The biggest Uma swing he can get is much smaller than what Sawaya can get. Sawaya can put Tezuka down. I guess, so Sawaya can bring Tezuka down to second place with like a Baimon. Oh wait, there's one continuance, so I think he could do it with a Hanemon, a direct hit. Then it would be a little bit of a swing, but I'm not sure that's even enough. I have to do more math for this. They didn't give us time to write on our little papers and count how many points everybody needs.
Baitsumo also works. Dora is the 8 of dots. Sawaya has one, and Fukumitsu also has one. He looks to be making his hand expensive by going for an outside hand. Excuse me.
So the one aspect that has changed from the last hand to this hand is now just being Tempai doesn't matter because Tezuka will just say she's not Tempai at the end of the hand. So the other players cannot just aim for Tempai anymore like they could one hand ago as a last resort.
Was a huge consideration. Yeah, that was a huge consideration last part of this hand. Sugawara has some pairs, but they are still not very valuable. That completes a run for Sawaya, but still not a lot of value in the hand. This adds a possible outside run. However, all the twos are in Tezuka's hand, unbeknownst to him, but beknownst to us. Completing another run for Sawaya. Still just not enough. Sawaya is looking for the 678 of Sancho there. Okay. 678 Sanchoku with Dora. He could get Baimon if he dreams just hard. Mentanpin Sumo, Sanshiki, Dora, and Ura. Or possibly Ipatsu. Tezuka keeps getting possible improvements. An unneeded Dora for Sugawara. Oh, except that he has some pairs. Maybe he is going to end up going pairs hand. Unfortunately, I think there are 8s. Oh, wow, the 678 Sanchoku, except not Pinfu. So if he gets it, I think he's going to end up reaching with Friten. Is I think his only move.
Not be afraid of Friten.
The hand is just not improving for Fukumitsu. Gets another pair there, but he's quite a ways away from 7 pairs. Tezuka just thinking about how do I throw safe here. Another non-pair for Sugawara. Still not a winner. Let's see. Inton small Sancho Grudora. Yeah, then you would need 2 Udadora, or 1 Udadora and Ipatsu. That is possibly driving a little bit too large. An unnecessary, really, triple here for Sugawara. Probably not enough time to get to triples, but for the moment he'll do it.
And the thing is, if you're banking on the Uradora, it's still okay to reach here.
Right.
You don't change the result for anybody else, so nobody is going to. If you just need 1 or 2 Uradora to get first place, then it's perfectly fine to reach in a situation like this.
But people's hands just aren't improving. Oh, speak of the devil. He is going to need Dora, though, and I believe all the Dora are... Well, there is still 1 in the deck. Right?
There's none on the board.
We
1
can
in
see another.
Fukumitsu's hands.
The
1
problem
in
is that we can
Sugawara's
also
hand.
see the 7 of dots. There aren't a lot of them out there in the world still, too. That completes a run for Fukumitsu. Does he choose the... Oh, no. The right answer was not to keep Manzu. Fukumitsu. There's just no 2s of cracks available for you. And it continues not to be the winner for Sawaya, and he does not have... Oh, well, that becomes a possible Atama there. He could get Sanchoku and Junchan and Dora. Unfortunately, that's one of the 7s that Sawaya needs. No pair for Sugawara. We are coming to the end. Still not... Oh, Dora. It goes there. Let's see. Mintan Sumo.
Neat.
Okay, well, now I'll go for it. I think there is 1 7 out there.
Sanchoku, Dora.
Tezuka has 2 of them. There is 1 in the deck. Does he get it? Ipatsu?
No.
Oh.
Game over.
Fukumitsu also does not get to ready. And the hand will end with 1 person Tempai.
I think no, yeah, just 1.
Actually, Sugawara, it looked like Sugawara did get to Tempai there, but there was no reason for him to push. Gosh, excuse me. And the game ends with Tezuka way out in the lead, just was hands ago.
That means Tezuka, wife of Hisato Sasaki of the Mahjong Fight Club M League team, but also extremely strong Mahjong player in her own right, will be representing JPML at the WRC, and that's her ticket. And there's Nara, our champion from Vienna 3 years ago. Feels like yesterday.
She looks pretty happy, or uh, Kurushi?
I think she's happy. She's probably, I don't know, maybe not asked her some funny question or something.
uh,
This is happy
that is a big
Tezuka.
ticket.
Yeah. I know she has to bring it.
And then they
Like,
rip it off at that
oh,
line
you
right
don't
there.
have your ticket? Oh, sorry, can't play.
Wonder if it's perforated right there so they can rip it easily.
Barcode looks important at the bottom.
Right. That's good. I hope it's different for all 6 of the people that qualify from these things. We'll see no counterfeits.
Congratulations to Tezuka. I think that we can take a quick break uh, before we get into the Chinese final.
All right.
All
I
right,
will
so
refill my water.
yep, we'll be back in just a few minutes, probably 4 minutes or so. Don't go away.
Okay. Stay here and listen for more of us.
Okay, and we are back. Sorry, thank you
Hello,
for
everybody.
waiting.
And thank you to Horseshoe. I missed the comment earlier. Did you see Horseshoe saying?
I did say hello to Mr. Horseshoe. It's Mr. Horseshoe to
That's
you.
right, Mr. That's Mr. to me, Mr.
Yeah. None of this Yobi stay garbage.
Yeah. Show some respect, Garth.
All right, and the next game that we're going to watch is the pro. So each country has quotas, and I guess they decided this year to offer one of the seats for China to a pro in Japan. But since there are more than one Chinese pro in Japan, they had a qualifier specifically for the Chinese pros. So I think the conditions were you had to still be a Chinese citizen, but also living and playing as in a professional organization in Japan. So we had 4 players: Tonton, Ro, Ningen, and Rika. Rika, of course, was on the WRC team for the Sankei Shimbun Cup last season, and we love her.
Yes.
Ringen has also been doing a lot of things for he's basically our counterpart for Chinese. He's doing Chinese commentary on JPML matches and lots of content in Chinese. So we will watch them. Are we ready to get started?
Ready here.
Let's do it.
I will stop crinkling papers. Tomotake! And be judging from the background.
So these games are a little bit out of order. I think they played this one after all of the other ones. It's either before or after, so either way, it's out of order from what they were played. But we will show you tables B and C next week for the normal pro qualifier. Of course, Tonton is
that would be the same. That would be the same kind of game that we just watched.
Yeah, we'll play 2 of those next week. Tonton is the first dealer. The Dora is the North Wind.
She has a bunch of cracks.
Yoko Ro, there in the South Sea, she is brand new to JPML. I think she's JPML. I saw her Twitter post. She goes by Roko or Ruko, but so her last name is pronounced Ro in Japanese.
No.
Ningen and Rika both use their surname and one character from their first name for their Japanese name. I think they each have one more character in their name, in their like official Chinese name. But yeah, Rika's a good name for Japan, I think.
Tonton seems to be moving towards a half flush.
Oh, they must have had games already. This is the final game.
Oh, wow. You're
yeah.
Right. Major points to work back for Ringen. Major points already accumulated by Rika.
Yeah, Rika way out in first place. So basically, anyone still has a chance as long as they have their dealerships left. Especially they'll have 2 dealerships, so anything could happen. With the WRC rules, it's Ippatsu Ura Ari. You have Ippatsu and Ura options. So anyone could come back from this, but the most likely is going to be Rika taking it down or Tonton somehow coming back and taking it away from her. If she can put Rika into last place and take first place herself, that's already a 30-point swing. Right now she's about 60... just under 61 points away, but that 30-point swing would make a massive difference.
Right. A first and fourth swing there would, definitely that would be enough.
Not quite enough, but if she can do that plus an extra 30-point difference. Yeah. So she's going to have to aim for a really big first place here.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's 5 and 15?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're thinking WRCR. There's no red fives. When we play with
right.
red fives, it's a 10 and 30 point UMA. So, yeah, if it were that, it would be much easier.
I had my calculations all wrong. Another pair. I'm kind of getting confused about who's who here. So that was another pair for Tonton.
Yeah, Ro has reached. Vika was not reaching. Her tile was just a little bit sideways.
Tonshan is getting a little closer to Tempai. She would really like to extend her turn as dealer here to give her the best opportunity to put together a run. But that's throwing into Ro. So, a nice start for Ro to see if she can put together a little run. She needs quite a few more points than Tonton. Are we going to call her Tonton or Tonchan? I don't think I've ever heard her referred to as anything besides Tonton or Tonchan.
Really? She's always Tonton everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just the Yobi Stay jerk.
Well, Chan is not
Chan
Yobi
is not
Stay.
really not Yobi Stay, right? Yeah, see? Look at me.
Tonton is
Full of
Yobi
manners.
Stay, but
see, I'm the one with
actually,
the manners.
so I think that her in Chinese, the sounds are have a teeny bit difference. I think. I'm actually not 100% sure about that, but when they're changed into katakana, they're both ton. So she's tonton.
Oh, okay. Ringen, what is his game here? He's got to put together some massive hands. Even when it's not his turn as dealer, he's probably got to be going for big points. Ro would like just to get to a tempai and reach to make other people give up their hands. Mika is moving towards tempai. We got some dragons over Onchan's hand. She could possibly luck her way into something massive. Oh, there's another. Oh, but she's not going to do it. Possibly four triples. Another pair for Ingen. Not sure if 7 pairs is enough to really move the needle on his hand.
Well, one thing is he doesn't want to get further behind the other players. So there might be some thought of getting to his dealership as soon as possible and trying to keep it for as long as possible. Because anything that anyone else wins just puts him even further behind and makes the hill he has to climb extremely steep. But Tonton will win the hand.
So she just wanted to quickly end
I mean, she
Rose's
was
turn
in the
as
North
dealer.
Sea. The Doro was north.
Oh, okay, that was
pretty
among.
big
Oh,
hand,
yes,
yeah.
that's right. There you go. All right.
She's in the North Sea. Doro was north, and she had the White Dragon as well. So that was definitely a big win, and it puts Vika in last place, which is exactly what she needs. So now she's only, 18 points away from Vika, which is just Oya Hareman. Easy.
How would we say the unacceptable words that people like to say for that situation when it comes out from exactly the right place in English? So deru basho saiko.
Came from what? I don't know what your question is.
How could we say it as wrongly as it Japanese. How can we make ourselves sound like totally white Yakuza?
I don't know. I think that our equivalent is you have to say something that sounds Italian American.
Oh, there you go. All right, we'll have to work on that. From the right place. So Ringen is now dealer. He would like 4 concealed triples several times in a row. Another triple for Tonshan. She's got a few pairs there. Could turn into a nice hand, a big hand. A lot of pairs over here in Roll's hand, too. There's another run for Ringen. That's another run for Tonshan. Okay. This is Ringen's hand. Sorry, I had things very backwards.
So I did forget to move the logo over. So it's covering up the WRC countdown. But the countdown is wrong anyway because, once again, these matches took place in March. We are now in May, so the countdown would be incorrect. We're like about 41 days out of WRC. Out from?
Tonshan reaches, waiting for the 3 of dots. Not a massive hand, but really just looking to end another turn as dealer. That completes that's another pair for Ningen. So let's see, at the moment, Tonshan is really only 20 points behind Rika.
Yeah, I mean, with her reach stick out on the board, it's like 18.2 if she gets her reach stick back. But she'll just win it, so now she'll be even closer. Man, she could not turn those Uradora over fast enough. She is on super speed. This is not sped up. She is just moving that fast.
Sometimes these games look like they're really moving. Like, just how are they going? Rika is now dealer. She would like to put some points back on the board to give herself a little bit more comfortable of a lead. Started this game with pretty commanding lead.
Yeah.
And has moved pretty close, surprisingly close to.
Yeah, Tonto now only 12,000 points away. 12 points on the yellow ticker there. That is within Mangan Sumo range of first place in the current hand because Rika is the dealer.
It would make a big difference if she could just move into third place. That's only 2,800 points away from Ringen.
Yeah, just getting into third will give her an extra 10 points in UMA. So every place that she can get higher to, even if she doesn't like aim for big hands, really she should just be aiming to win anything right now as the dealer.
It instantly adds a Mangan worth of points that Tonshan has to make up. More than, even.
Yeah.
Ro has a nice hand, but it still needs quite a bit more value to really make it move the needle on her placement.
Yeah. Please make sure you follow the channel. We will be doing lots of English coverage. This is a JPML English channel. We will be covering the WRC live commentary in Tokyo, but besides that, it's mainly a JPML focused channel. Lots of focus on the JPML pros. Garthe is going to record a short for us this week. A selfie video.
I am.
Yep. I bet you didn't even know that, but you are. We have lots of
I
shorts
learned.
coming from the Mahjong pros. There's one about Porori because he's doing pirate cosplay at League this weekend. You can go find out why he was doing pirate cosplay. And we have one from Daichan, who is working in the dojo every day. Also won North Kanto. Did he win North Kanto or Shizuoka? He won the Shizuoka League last. He's playing in North Kanto as well, but he won Shizuoka last season. Lots of fun
Porori, I
stuff
think,
coming.
is currently crushing either WRC or WR. I believe the last time I looked, he was at the top of the standing.
Yeah, he is a professional Pachi slot writer. Super, super duper famous. Way more famous than us. And he was kind enough to make a video. I just told him he needed to make a video and he obliged. So go ahead and check out that video, please.
Another pair for Ringen. And he's got one Dora. Another one of the Doras comes over to Tonshan. Looks like she's probably giving this hand up. Rika.
I mean, the worst thing Tonchan can do right now is deal into Rika. So she
Rika's
probably
still
has
2
that
away
in
from ready.
mind.
On Khan, what does he do here? Does he think he triples, or is he going to go for... Yeah, the Khan doesn't really make that big a difference.
Yeah, I can
Another Dora.
discard it and still go for all the hands that he can possibly go for. I mean, of course he would want probably 4 concealed triples over all pairs, but it's just a little bit harder to get than the all pairs hand. Just a little bit harder.
Interesting. He throws the 2 one of bamboos there. That does kind of, like, if people are really watching that close, like, well, obviously he's not going for Chi Toitsu hand. Like, if he ended up waiting for Dora, I wonder if that might help Dora be a little bit more likely to come out. Rika just trying to get to Tenpai, and now Tonchan also realizing whatever happens, she's probably not going to throw a monster to... Oh, gets the Tenpai. So Tonchan now more willing to push, because I think she figures if she can end it, it's worth the risk of maybe throwing just say 1,500 into Rika to maybe end her turn as dealer before she can put together something larger. So she does throw that 1,500 in.
Yeah, with
That will
no
continue.
Dora and an obvious like Tanyao call, it wasn't very scary. The reason why she could read that it wasn't worth very much was because of that call and because the Dora was discarded.
So Tonshan reasoning perhaps that 1,500 was a small price to pay for perhaps ending Riku's turn as dealer. Riku does get to continue as dealer, and also adds shortens the distance between her and third place. Dora is the 2 of cracks. We've got one in Rose's hand, one in Rika's hand. Sorry, that was in Ringame's hand. Man, sometimes this really looks sped up.
I mean, JPML players are really known for playing fast. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I think it is often the case. In fact, I guess I really notice it when I end up playing, say, against Psycho said people like, dude, what are you guys thinking about? Another pair for...
I wonder sometimes, like, when people are doing, like, thinking for a really long time, about something that doesn't look that thinkable.
Uh,
Like in baseball, so I used to be baseball manager in high school, and like sometimes the catcher like calls time and then goes out and talks to the pitcher,
uh,
and you're like, what do you guys talk about? Like, are you like, talking him down? Are you talking about what pitches you should do? Are you talking about the batters? And they're like, no, we're talking about like what to eat after and stuff. Or so I wonder if sometimes they take time to think, and then it's just thinking about something completely separate from Mahjong.
right. I
I
think
could
it's
see
quite
that.
possible. So Tonshan, or no, it looked like Rika was thinking about possibly the 789 Sanshoku. Thinking about whether she would want to Pon Hatsu or go for some 789 Sanshoku, but she chose not Sanshoku. Or, man, now it's almost looking like she's choosing even trying to win the hand. Nope, she is trying to win the hand.
She, of course, did the best out of the three of us on the WRC team for Sankei Shimbun Cup, making it to the individual playoffs. Didn't make it past 1 or 2 rounds, but just making it there her first year was a feat.
Quite an accomplishment. Gets herself a little bit closer to Tempai, but there's really only one option for Yaku. She gets to Tempai, but she can only win on Hatsu. As it turns out, I think they're all in the deck. Which might be why she figures she can go for it in that way. Hatsu comes in and will not be discarded by Tonshan. We get a reach. So that puts Rika a little bit at risk if she keeps pushing. 3/6 of Crack's weight for goal. She needs a lot of points. So at the moment, I think she'd probably like to get the most from Tonshan, who is probably just going to end up giving up.
I mean, Tonshan or Rika at this point. This is the last game, and they have to get first place, so like every player is only aiming for first. So basically, Yairo wants to win from either Rika or Tonchan and then just be dealer forever.
Right.
Forever
Rika
is way
given...
easier math than actually like figuring out how many times she has to be dealer.
That is a much easier number.
If she's dealer infinity times, then Ringen just has to be a dealer infinity and 1.
That's math.
I got the math medallion in my high school.
Not a bad reach, because it does seem to have forced Rika to give up. There are some backdoor routes to Tempai here for Rika.
Tonton not quite giving up yet.
She'd have to throw Dora
So
or
tempting, though.
Dora Suji or the 4 of dots, which doesn't look safe. All right, there's giving up. She draws the expensive one. That looked like the 3, right? Was that the 3 or the 6?
That's a 6.
Oh, it was 6. Okay. So she gets a cheapo to end Rika's turn as dealer.
A little bit cheap, but it does give her 4,000. Not too shabby.
Not
As
too
long as she
shabby.
still has a dealer turn, then those wins are all
She
worth it. And
can.
also, like, taking the option of possibly getting Uradora is worth it as well. So the reaches are really important.
It's like they're having some happy conversation there as the South round begins. Ton-chan will be dealer
Something
again.
about scores and change, I think.
Apparently, Ro tried to steal a couple sticks from Rika.
Yeah, I'm sure that was not the issue. They will check in the back, of course. One thing about the online games is, or the broadcast games, is that they have all of that there, so they can double check
always
it.
see. All right, so yeah, Ro making up a little bit of ground, pushes Rika a little bit farther down again. However, it is a huge change in everything. Just if Rika manages to get 2,100 or even just 2,000 points to overtake me place. Dora is, we had a lot of Manzu Dora. The one of cracks. Tonchan gets another Dora. She has a pair of Dora. One Dora in, oh, what's that? That's Rika's hand. How do I keep getting confused about which hand is which?
Tonton is, of
Rika
course,
has, yes.
the veteran player at this table. Rika, in her second year as a pro. Ro, as we said, just became a pro. Rinken also has, I think he's maybe in his third or fourth year. Still a pretty new pro. Tonton has been around not quite as long as us, but still quite a long time. She did have
Pretty
a hiatus
close.
for a few years, but came back.
She
has titles like Pro Queen. Pro Queen? No, she's a. She might have had Pro Queen as well. I know she makes the final table on Pro Queen like all the time, but also Women's League champion one year. So she is a winner. Wonder what that feels like.
Yes, indeed. I wonder how aggressive Rika is going to be about winning this hand. She's got 2 Dora and 2 Hatsu. She first Hatsu when it comes out. Another pair for her. She drops Dora? Did I see that right?
Dora's the one.
One of cracks.
I don't see
Maybe it was
it on the board.
Okay, yeah, it was it was East. Okay, sorry. Yeah. For some reason, East looked like the one of cracks. Yeah. That's why I need glasses. Another gut shot for Ro. Ningain's hand is just not moving. Oh, there goes East again. 3, 4, 5. Tonchan will think about 3, 4, 5 Sanjo. Still no Hatsu. Not quite the Manzo she was looking for. That, she probably ends up throwing Dora. She's thrown Pinzu before. So the 3, she keeps in her hand for some reason. Adding a side weight for Ro. Bingain's hand, he's really looking for to put some big points on the board, and it's
Yeah,
just
he
not
wants
getting
not
there.
just a flush, he also wants like the full straight and maybe some honor tiles. Tonton does not switch out the
Hatsu.
3, just keeps the 6, trying to give away as little information as possible. So no swappy doppies in there.
Rika does pawn Hatsu the first chance she gets, and she opts to go straight to using both Dora. Oh, and the next Dora comes over to Ro, so that, well, depending on what Ro gets, so she chooses also to use the Dora as a pair. So neither of them are probably going to get that Dora as a pair. Depending on the Pinzu. Oh, and now I feel like just because of the way Ro and Rika are in each other's way, Tonchan has the best chance of winning this hand. Rika might also be thinking about switching out to 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku if she can draw another 2. She's already thrown one of the 2s earlier. She does get to Tempai, so she doesn't need to use Dora anymore. But
Tonton will win
Tonchan gets
another
to
hand.
the winner first.
Just Haku. So 500 all, and she will extend her dealership, and Nika has to be feeling the pressure right now.
That puts Tonchan within Mangan Oyamon of Rika. Definitely some pressure on. Wow, a lot of wins. So is that uncle? Non-uncle. South uncle for Tonchan. Dora is Chun. If she was going to go for a flush, Pinzu, so she's looking to go for the fastest to Tempai hand. Wow, and a bunch of honors in Rika's hand too. I would imagine she might get aggressive again. She gets a chance. Another pair for Rika. Is this a pawn? It is a pawn. So she will be looking to end Tonchan's turn as dealer as quickly as possible. She may not even really try to make it expensive.
Yeah,
Once again, 2,000 points. What's that?
She even discarded the 1 from the 1-3-3 shape. It seemed a little bit premature to me.
Right. I guess maybe she is thinking of all triples, in which case she is trying to make it Mangan.
Maybe, but
I have another pair
she
for
doesn't need
Ringen.
Mangan to get ahead of Ringen.
She really doesn't.
I mean, she
2,000
only needs,
points.
1,600 to tie, and with the 1 continuance on the board. So it seemed like maybe the South would have been a little bit better. I guess she was hedging the
She's thinking,
half flush, but
right.
I'm not sure if that's the strategy here when you really want to end Tonton's hand, or Tonton's turn at dealer. Feels like that should be the priority to me, but.
Well, she keeps drawing Pinzu,
if you keep drawing them, then
might as well go that route. She knew something we did not. Another pair for Ringen in the Pinzu that
she really did know
Rika
things that we
like.
did not. Now she's 1 away for the flush. She might be a little bit afraid of discarding the South. Seems like it, because she keeps choosing to keep it over efficiency.
Ningen has chosen all pairs again. There's another pair for Ro. Dora for Ringen, difficult for him to use. Oh, and Dora for Tonchan. That is not really what she wanted either. So we've got Dora in Tonchan, Ringen, and Ro's hands. Is she going to throw south? Finally. Oh, she can't. She can do it. So she pushes a little bit. Little does she know, the South already all spoken for in Tonshan's hand. The rest of them. A completed triple for Ro. She is how many away from
I think it was 2.
Suanko? You're correct. And interestingly, not quite Tempai draw for Rika. Where did she go with this? This is a tough decision. So, yeah, that there's. Tempai. This is large. Waiting for the 2-5 of bamboos. If Ro gets to Tempai, there's a good chance it's coming out.
It's not massive score-wise. Wrong answer.
Oh, no.
She chose, I mean, I don't know. When you discard the 6, then you lose the ability to, I mean, you can still use the 7. You only lose the 5, I guess. And there was 1-5 out already, so. But now she's up against Tonton's reach, and that might be a testament to, you know, why maybe you should go for a faster hand when you're trying to.
Right. Having pushed earlier with Sozo, she could have gotten to a winning hand perhaps before this. And now she's up against some difficult situations. Excuse me. Well, that sort of lessens the possibility of Uso coming out from Ro. Oh, no. There's no reason to believe that Uso is safe. So if she can get herself to give up, probably the 9s of dots. 6 of dots is in. So, okay, yeah, 6 of dots. Yes, go Gembutsu first, of course. We can see a lot of the 2-5s. I don't think. Let's see. I think there's 1-5 left, and I see a couple of the 2s already, and a 2 in somebody's hand. So there's maybe 1-2 and 1-5 in the deck. Another pair for Ro. Mingen has 2 of the 2 bamboos in his hand, in his discards, and 1 in his hand. 2 of the 5s in his hand, and 1 of the other 5s is in somebody else's hand. I think there's only 1, 2, and 1-5 left in the deck. The 3 of dots just came out. Okay, there we go. Mika would like to have had a shot at that 3 of dots earlier. Now the 9s will probably be forthcoming from Mika as safe tiles. Oh, ouch.
Oh, got another safe tile.
She'd already thrown one. Yeah.
Yep. That's the positive spin on that one.
Well, perhaps it's good that she had not drawn the had not kept the 6, because if she had then been pressing for the 9 and the what was the other, her pair?
White dragon.
She would have thrown that 5 into Tonshan first. So perhaps a fortunate turn of events that she made so that she chose the 6 as a discard. Tonshan will not draw her winner, but she does keep her turn as dealer. And perhaps that 3,000, that's a 4,000 point swing.
Yeah. Yeah, she is
Keeps
just
inching.
9,300 points away from first place.
Once again, Vika just needs 1,500 points.
I mean, Vika, yeah, just needs 1,000. She needs just to win anything and
1,000,
end
yeah.
Tonton's dealership. She doesn't need to go for something big. I mean, of course she wants a buffer, but the thing is, as long as Tonton is the dealer, then that's just a really bad spot for Vika overall.
Tonton's starting with a pair of white and red dragons. I'm sure she'll be as soon as she gets a chance. Ooh, and Hatsu comes in. Oh. Possibly large points. Excitement.
I mean, the thing
No
is,
other
Tonton,
Hatsu.
she does need to get ahead of Rika, but she doesn't need really large points either. She needs
No,
some.
but Yakuman is always exciting.
Yes.
Oh, there's one Hatsu over here. Okay, so there is one Hatsu in Ringen's hand. I think there's a good possibility he might be feeling. Well, he does still have a turn as dealer.
Yeah. Everyone's still got a
But
shot. Chip in a chair. What do we call stick? Point sticks in a chair.
there you
That
go.
sounds really silly.
Dealership in a chair.
Yeah, that's right. That's better. Dealership in a chair. I'll take my dealership standing up.
So it looked like Tonshan did not decide that whatchamacallit, Daisangen was the way to go.
Yeah, I don't know why she would. You're silly. I like
Because I'm silly.
KY. KY comes up to me when I'm playing Ron Ron, stands behind me and starts telling me. It just like mentions the closest Yakuman to every single hand I have.
Well, it's sort of our way with
That's Jenn. That's why we
Sue
get Jenn
Uncle.
Shanten. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. But he'll like see, oh, you have a pair of green
Wow.
dragons and a 2, 3, 4 of bamboos. So.
So Tonshan gets too ready. She has a nice weight too. She's wearing of cracks, and this would probably, if she draws the winner, she moves into the lead.
This is exactly what Rika was afraid of, or should have been afraid of.
Ro drawing to her side weight there. Feeling like the wind is in Tonshan's sails. You see a couple of the 4-7s in Kane's hand. In one in Rika's hand. She's Tempai here, but not the greatest weight and not a lot of value. Does she push?
If you're enjoying English commentary, make sure you check out our featured channels. The WRC channel has loads. Next month, we're going to have, I think, 10 days of English commentary, all like right after the games take place. So we have 3 weeks of the Saikyosen team battle and also a week of the new season of the Sankei Shimbun Cup. So make sure you're following that. It's in the featured channels, youtube.com/@worldreach.
Rika chooses not to take Tempai. She moves herself toward possibly Tanyao. If she gets a Tanyao temptation, she might then decide to wait for the 6 dots. I suppose if the 4 were to come out, she might pawn it, but of course the other two fours are in Ro's hand, so they're not going to be coming out. And now she's just giving up.
Also, if you like hearing Jenn and Garthe together, you can follow the Mahjong Jenn channel and watch our episodes of Prost.
Oh, yeah.
The pros are roasting. We have a new episode coming out this week as soon as I figure out why it wants to take 6 hours to export. Once I fix that issue, the episode will go up, so don't miss it.
And another one of Tongchan's 4-7s goes to somebody else. I have a hard time. There's no real reason to imagine that either the 4 or 7 are safe. So I think probably something else is going to end up.
I mean, Rika can use the 4 and... Wait. What
I
suit is
think Rika has pretty much given up now. Tongchan is waiting for 4-7 of cracks.
Yeah, so, I mean, Rika actually can use both of them in her hand. But she was trying to figure out what's safe to fold. It feels like nothing. But Tonton draws it herself. Reach, sumo, chun.
And that's the extra points. So it's 2,600. And that moves her into first place. So Tongchan, starting with a 60-point deficit, has made it up.
I think that, I mean, they can't hear the sound, but her mannerisms look like she's speaking Japanese. I do think all of these players speak Mandarin as well.
That's interesting.
But, like, I mean, Tonton has been in Japan since she was, like, what, 8, maybe? So she's very, very bilingual in Chinese and Japanese, but I think, I'm not sure. I mean, Ro has a Japanese name, so it feels like she's also been here for quite a while. Rika has been here a few years. She's in college, and also Ringen, only a few years, but they both also have excellent Japanese, so I wonder if they only... I wonder, you know, like you and I, we speak Japanese to each other in front of other people depending on what we're discussing, but mostly English.
Right.
I wonder how often these players revert back to Chinese with each other.
Interesting. So once again, yeah, Rika still just looking to get a couple points. Any 1,000-point win still puts her above. Does she pawn this? She does not pawn. I think, didn't Rika have 2 Hatsu? She did, and she did not pawn Hatsu there. Has she gotten gun shy? How is she approaching?
I mean, again, she just has to get above Ringen to get her lead back.
Right.
I wonder if she's a little bit flustered and not calculating correctly. Because when you're this far behind in last place in the game, it could be really hard to remember that you're still in first place overall.
I wonder, yeah, if they don't have that in front of them in the studio there, she really might not be aware of the calculation. Like you said.
Imagine they have a note on the table next to them, but sometimes it's really hard to remember all this when you're at the
Keep all
table
that
and the
stuff,
pressure
yeah.
is on. Tonton just working on extending her lead. Not just going for fast hands, also moving her hands very quickly.
Yeah. Mika does have a possibly nice hand here. Tonshan is waiting for the 5-8 of bamboo, of cracks.
Yeah, she also
Mika
had sort of an outside hand possibility, but she doesn't need to take it, and she chooses more efficiency over score. Rika is still in a position where she can choose efficiency over score.
A triple for Ro. But again, not large point possibilities, which he really needs. That adds a possible gut shot. And Tonshan will continue to extend her lead.
500 all. Of course, she even discarded the Dora, not just reducing efficiency, reducing and not just reducing one Han score, but 2 Han score by discarding that
And
Dora. But definitely worth it for her as she extends her lead over Rika.
pretty soon, Rika will not be able to overtake first place just by getting into third.
Well, she has I mean, as long as she's within 10 points.
Right.
So that's what we'll be watching for right now.
And with 4 continuances on the board, that's actually another 1,200 points.
Yeah, so
any
she's
1,000 point hand. Yeah.
Yep, she's only 1,900 away from Ningen. She can win 1,000 from anybody and be back in the lead. And getting back in the lead, really the key is ending Tonton's dealership.
Because she does have her last turn as dealer.
Yeah, she can, I mean, really anything to end Tonton's dealership is going to be super beneficial to her.
This completes a run for Rika. I imagine Ton-chan will be poning Chun the first chance she gets. Ningen has a possibly large hand, but I'm not sure if Mongon is enough for him to get really excited. The thing that would make a big difference for if he got it, then that would really put some distance between him and Rika. Oh, Ton-chan gets another Chun. And
No,
once
she
again,
did
could
not
she
need
get
to
to...
pwn that.
Yes. Will she get to Tenpai again and be able to reach? That improved the weight for Rika in the Manzu. Ningen's looking for a half flush. Rika gets another gut shot, but that's not really a useful one.
I think Ro could be going for a full flush if she didn't have that pesky Dora in the way.
Yeah.
Ningen moving his tiles around to be sort of tricky in his chi.
That fills in a gap for Rika, and so now she's one away from ready. Is she still thinking about perhaps going for Sanchoku, or should she just go for efficiency? We know she should go for efficiency,
I mean,
but she might be thinking she needs points.
Yeah,
Efficiency.
Good job.
All right.
All right.
She chooses efficiency.
We totally didn't help.
But she just misses getting there in time. She, as it happens, the 4 is safe.
The 2?
Or the 2 is safe. And, now she probably
kicking
I bet
herself.
she regrets that. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't regret it. It was fine. It was
I
good.
know, right? You're okay. I think there's no reason to think that the 2 is safe, especially since the 3 just came out as
I mean, the
tile.
2, and also there's no reason to think the $1 $4 safe because the 3 was discarded right before
I meant the 2,
reach.
yes.
So she's
like
just going to fold out.
So, oh, no. Giving Ton-chan...
yeah, the tiles that Rika would need to discard are the ones that look the most dangerous to the reach. I mean, you can never read a hand on 100%, but those are exactly what it looks like. It's a con for Ringen, open con, with the green dragon. The new Dora is the 1 character.
Oh, and Rika gets ready.
Yeah. No, she's not ready yet, but...
Oh, she would have gotten ready.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, she would have, yeah.
She would have gotten to ready waiting for the 5/8 of bamboos, which did just come out from Ningen. So perhaps she could feel like, I wouldn't have gotten there in time anyway.
Maybe she's thinking about the 2 as it's Suji now. And there it goes.
One four. There's a bunch of them in Ro's hand, so there's not a lot for her to be drawing to. You've got two of them over here in Rika's hand also.
Ringa waiting for the 6 bamboo and the west. West is his seat wind. Peeking at the west, it will be a Mongon hand. And I think he's thinking right now it's now or never. And of course, if he does win a Mongon hand, that's going to make it even harder for Rika to get back up a bit above Tonton. Because right now, the only reason she's so close to getting back in first place is because she's so close to third place.
She needs to throw safely here. I think there's any reason to think that 1-4 of cracks is safe. But there's not much reason to think anything is safe either. I guess there's a tiny bit of wall in the 3 of dots. And the 4 dots. So that was Suji, I think. So she now has another 3 to throw.
Is it Suji?
Might...
Oh, is it Suji because Ringen discarded the 6? Yeah. Well, Ringen draws his winner, but that is not enough for Mongon. I think it'll be about 5,200. Or 60,
so
maybe
that saves
3,200, maybe. Not 32, 64. I'm trying to say 64.
Oh, yeah, because he had the Hatsu Kon.
Yeah, it's 22, so it's 50 fu. Hatsu Kon with the draw. Wait. That was not 64. That was... Did he take Mongon? That was Mongon. Hatsu and Honitsu. It wasn't 70. It was only 50 fu.
Did it somehow get up to 60?
No.
Could not possibly have gone up to 60. Well, he drew his 6. So that's 4 and then 16.
It'd be 22.
Yeah. There's just no way to get past 50. Oh, did we miss? What was Condora?
Condora was the one character.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely did not miss Condora. Did anyone in the chat see why that was Mongon? We need Nathaniel on the mic here.
Was that? No, I think it was just Ichiro.
Oh, you're right. No? It was just that 4 continuances.
Yeah.
That was the... Okay. There we go. Solved. One less unsolved mystery in the world. One fewer? One fewer. I think you can count unsolved mysteries, so it's one fewer.
Right? I always think it's weird to say one fewer. It just feels weird. Even though I know it's correct. Feels weird.
You know what we say a lot that I notice when I'm doing the subtitles for post?
Uh-oh. What do we say a lot?
Instead of saying there are, for plural things, we say there's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, instead of saying like there are 3 2 dots, we say there's 3 2 dots. we both do it a lot.
Huh. I wonder where that kind of speaking comes from. By the way, Ro has gotten ready, waiting Haku and the 7 of dots with a Mongon hand here, and I believe a bunch of Dora. We get to see here again. Did she pawn the 2? Oh, no. Oh, she cheated.
So Ringen pawned the 2 dot.
Oh, Ringen pawned the 2 dots. Okay.
But Tonton is not stopping No calls on that
She
table will phase her. She is reach.
continues to attack. Ooh, Tempai
Tempai for
for
Bingen. So we have 3 players,
again,
Tempai, and just Rika is hoping that Tonton deals into one of them.
but that deals into Tonton.
She just continues to dominate this
She
final
is
game.
unstoppable. Well, at least that puts one player a little bit closer again to Rika. So she has 2 players to aim to get to. If she
I mean,
could
she doesn't
actually,
even
if she
need
could
it right
pass,
now. Yeah.
if she could pass either one of them, she gets into second. That makes up all the difference.
Yeah, but she's only, I mean, look at this. She's only 4,700 points away still. A 5,200 point hand is plenty if she can win some, if she can draw it. She doesn't even need that much. If she can draw it, she just needs
Oh, I see.
1,200,
Yeah.
2,000, yeah, to get back into first place. That's what I'm saying. I think she's feeling this pressure because she's so far behind Tonton in this game, but overall, she was so far ahead that she still just needs to play efficiently. I mean, if she builds a, like, Rit Tanyao Tsumo, that's enough to put her into, or Tanyao Doratsumo.
Boy, the tiles are just coming in nicely for Doljan, though. She is on fire with her draws at the moment.
Actually, nice draw for Ro, but Ro now has no more dealer turn left. She has 2 Dora.
Reach.
She will push it. I don't know if this hand will be good enough to get her in a position to take first place in all last. She is one of the newer players, so she might not be as used to calculations as well.
Oh, I was confusing Rika's hand with Tomchan's hand. So Rika actually had some nice draws. Maybe feeling she just wants to play it quietly until her turn as dealer. Boys, there's temptation. So she's got a lot of the that Ro needs. Probably not likely that those are going to come out. It's more likely that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Ro actually hoping for the 1 dot over the 4 dot. And actually hoping probably to draw rather than
Right.
win off somebody, because winning off either Rika or Tonton actually isn't necessarily the best for her.
There's still 2 1s in the deck. That improves.
See, you just did it. There's still 2 1s in the deck.
There is. See, I did just do that.
And then when I'm doing the subtitles, I'm always like
Oh,
torn of
yes,
whether I
that's when you
should
would
keep it
notice
as
it.
theirs or should I write it as there
Uh,
are, like correctly grammatically. And I end up usually making it grammatically correct, but it's always like a dilemma. Which should I do?
I can hear them saying there is, and yet the subtitles are correct. All right, so she pushes a little bit. If she gets to Tempai, will she continue to push with the 7 of dots? She can see, the 4-7 Suji combination there, like a whole bunch of them in her hand. She might be. It's really
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, with the early 8, she might think that a 7 is on the safer side. But the thing is that the early 8 is just right before the reach because the reach is so early. So the early cuts don't really
Okay,
help
so
in
she's
this
given up
situation.
now. One of the ones that Ro wanted goes to Tonchan. So there's now 1 and 4 out there in the world for Ro.
Oh, your mic is cutting out sometimes for some reason.
My mic is cutting out?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Huh. That's strange. Oh, I did see that there were some options to choose. I wonder if I've got the right voice.
You have to ask somebody who knows on our team, and I'm not that person. Someone like Nathaniel would be the best. Nathaniel knows everything.
Nika has gotten back to one away from Tempai. What? Oh, she draws the expensive
the bigger
one.
side.
But
Beat
it's still
Sumo
just
Ipeko Dora
Mangan.
Dora. Yeah, just Mangan.
So she still needs massive points to get to first place.
I mean, she needs... I think she needs double... Here we go. So Ro needs double Yakuman if she Tsumos, triple Yakuman from Ton or Ringen, and a double Yakuman from Rika. Rika just needs... she needs 1,200 all to get into first place, but she can continue as dealer, so she just needs whatever. Ringen can only... He has to get quadruple Yakuman Tsumo or Ron from Rika. He cannot win from Tonton or Ro in any situation. And Tonton just needs to... Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Joken Nashi, actually. Tonton just needs to win a hand.
Anything, the cheapest thing possible.
I mean, yeah, so it says Rika, it gives the conditions for Rika to take first place away, but really she just needs to win any hand as well. She should just try to be as efficient as possible and try and beat Ton to Tempai, I would think.
She gets to continue as dealer. She just needs to be efficient.
So actually, Rose manga in hand there got her within double Yakuman range, which is a little bit easier than quadruple Yakuman range.
Nika doesn't have any value tile pairs.
And how is Ringen going to make quadruple Yakuman from this?
I don't see it. That adds a pair for...
Is there any way you can count Kokshi 3 times?
Is there like a 26 tile weight?
I mean, he actually has a good shot at Kokshi if he had only needed one Yakuman.
Tonshan's hand is improving quickly.
There, Rika has now a pair of value tiles. She just needs to
will pawn as soon as she gets a chance, but Tonshan is also called.
Yeah, Tonton's going for the backdoor inside hand. She doesn't have a Yaku set yet. She's willing to Tempai, just waiting on one side of a 6-9 weight.
It's an interesting push from Tonshan. Ooh, and there goes one of her one of her sixes. Looks like Ro may already be kind of trying to stay out of the way.
Yeah, it's really going to be between Rika and Tonton. The best Ro can hope for is that with this hand, she doesn't have the makings of a double Yakuman, really, so she needs to hope that Rika will continue as dealer and she'll get one more shot. One more high pie. Just give me one more high pie.
Suanko Tanki is double Yakuman in these rules?
No. Oh. It has all the double and triple Yakumans have to be combined Yakumans. Okay. So like Daisangen, so like big dragons and 4 concealed triples. So quadruple Yakuman could be like 4 concealed quads that are all honor tiles with big dragons.
Rika finished the first row of draws and is still 2 away from ready. She has possible all pairs hand. Not an ideal way to go for Tempai, because you're obviously going to not great weight at the depending on what Tone gets to Tempai with.
And that's Tempai for Tone, waiting for the 4-7 dot.
She did get the 6 that she needed. This looks like Tonchan's game to win. Although a lot of the 4s and 7s are in Mika's hand, but there's the danger of the 7 coming out if she gets Tempai without that 7.
Oh no, it came out from No, and that ends the game. No, trying to stay out of it, but she just did not have the read on Tonton. And that will do it. Tonton will be representing JPML and China at the WRC this July.
A huge comeback from Tonchan to overtake Rika.
Rinken enjoying his time on the broadcast table.
Yes.
Tonton does not age at all.
I know, seriously.
Looks exactly like her
definitely
picture.
Right? From like 20 years ago.
People in the booth talking to her, and here comes that big ticket.
Can you read? Is Ronchan written in the barcode?
It's cut off. I can't see. Oh no, we can't copy it. Oh, I thought I took this part out. Oops.
Roach killers.
Looks like, did she win? Oh, she must have won this as well. So Earth.
Oh, that's why.
Earth Seyaku is a I think it's Seyaku. It's a sponsor, like the main sponsor of WRC. So they've graciously provided some goods to the winners of these qualifiers.
I happen to know if you spray cockroaches with that stuff, they will turn upside down and their legs will just go forever.
Wow. I feel like a lot of the cockroach ones seem like really torturous.
Yeah.
Like the roach hotels where they just can't get out, and they can live a long time without food. So like.
Yes, I've been amazed how often you pick up the roach hotel and you see them squirt.
Okay, this is not good pod. Oh, we got the barcode. I think that says.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. The left side says tone, and the right side also says tone. It's just a different tone.
They sped it up
in Chinese. Yeah.
A lot of thought goes into these tickets. They printed it out right there, right when she went.
They got a huge ticket printer just for this qualifier. Holy goodness.
So then Tonchan will be representing that she is representing China.
Yeah.
Okay, so not.
But this was a JPML qualifier, so it's a little bit complicated. But yeah, this was a special qualifier only for JPML pros that have Chinese citizenship. I think we need one more American pro before we can get our own in JPML. We have 3 right now.
Oh, I see.
So we'd have to do Samma, and they're not into streaming Samma right now. So
that would have to be our special thing.
Yeah, we'll have to get one more American pro, and then maybe we can petition that for 2028.
Next time. We're pros. Oh wait, what about dude in Osaka?
That would be an Argentinian who's in Kyokai and not JPML.
Right, but I mean,
so that wouldn't work for the American seat, or for the US seat, I guess. I guess they are American. He mentions that every time, but they're not USian. So
he's Argentinian, huh?
Yeah, Well, yeah, he's Argentinian
South American.
and Japanese as well. He has Japanese citizenship
Uh,
now too. So
you
no,
can't
nothing
just.
to do with the U.S.
I mean,
And
now
this
that
was
it's the Gulf, now that it's the Gulf of America, I
it
mean,
is
it's
not.
also kind of just.
I can't believe you're on board with that. Jesus. Okay.
Well, I'm on
Okay,
board
we're
with it
not
if it
talking
gets
about
us
politics.
four people to do a qualifier for
Oh,
that
goodness.
benefits us.
All right,
That's the
everybody.
world now.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will be back next week for another couple of games. We'll get to know two more of the pro qualifiers for WRC leading up. Make sure you follow the World Reach channel for more commentary in English. There's so many commentary videos from the last year that you could just watch and never run out of videos, I think. So go ahead and do that. Also, if you want more educational shows about Mahjong, then check out the Mahjong Jenn channel. Both links are there in the chat, but also World Reach is a featured channel on this page, so you can check it out there. Also, World Reach Pro Professional Mahjong is holding a study session on the 25th of May. It's going to be 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you go check out the World Reach channel, there's a link to the Discord, the World Reach Discord, or you can follow World Reach on Twitter to get more information. I will be interpreting. The teacher will be the ninja Fujisaki. So
Oh wow,
if you're interested
that's a
in
treat.
Fujisaki, it's just $20
Excuse me.
to join. And you can ask questions directly to Fujisaki even. So
He is a treat to listen to.
oh, and he explains things so simply, and so it's so easy to understand and remember.
Yes, he's another one of the ones that I think when you hear him talk about mahjong, you just
yeah, you just listen. He made the final table. I think he was a runner-up. He got second place in Vienna. And we have this really cute little ninja PowerPoint for the presentation. So I think you should definitely come check it out. There's a Discord server. Yeah, there's a Discord server, the YouTube channel. You can inquire anywhere on there, and we will get you the information. Even if you inquire on this channel, I'd be happy to give you the information you need to join in. It's a bargain, and we don't know when Fujisaki is going to be back. As a teacher, we're going to have different instructors every month. So make sure that you check it out. Really, just invaluable. I mean, it's $20, but it's worth so much more than that. We had the first one last week, or like 2 days ago. We had the first one, and it was so
that
good.
was
With Fujisaki
Kono?
as well. No.
Oh, also okay.
So we did one for European time zones with Fujisaki, and we're
Uh-huh.
going to do another one for U.S. time zones, or North American, South American time zones with Fujisaki. So the last one was reading your opponent's hands, like reading, how expensive they might be, how far they might be, how to fold to reaches, things like that, mid-game hand reading. And so many points that just you would never think about. What's up, Thomas? Thank you. Yeah, the first one was, and then
Hey, Thomas.
next week it's going to be pushing or folding. It's going to be really great information. So definitely check it out. Follow the World Reach channel. All of that great stuff. And Thomas, I will message you. Sorry, I saw your message, but I was commentating, so I was about to message you after commentary. Either way. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Do you want to bring
Thanks
us
for
home?
tuning in. Yes. We'll be coming back again next week with more JPML Select.
I'm Garthe, and that was Jenn. Thank you. Something like that.
Pardon? What, huh?
Say something like, I'm Garthe for Jenn.
Signing off, this is Garthe Nelson and Jenn, the Jenn. Catch you next week.
See ya.